live on a planet of cool motherfuckers. This planet would be filled with the sweetest people ever because we're all so cruel to each other. It doesn't work.
Oh, that's very simplistic. And here's why it is. Because it's not that everybody's all so mean to each other. It's just that when we are mean to each other, it hurts so bad. If you stop and think about your interactions with people on a daily basis, there's very few mean ones. I went to the mall today and I wandered through a couple of stores and I met a bunch of people that said hi. I met a bunch of people that were at the fucking coffee bean stand.
Yeah.
They said hi. I met a guy in the parking lot. He said hi. There was very little negative interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it happens, it's terrible. It's just the real problem is when we look at life today, and it's a huge issue with our view of the world, is based on 7 fucking billion people. And that's madness. You can't have the information, the fears, the tragedies, the events of 7 billion people inside your fucking head. You can't process that. It's too goddamn big. Why don't you just think about the infinite amount of living beings in the universe itself? Why not consider all the fucking mold spores that are probably going to die when someone sprays Lysol on them? Let's go fucking hog wild and worry about everything. You can't. You can't. If you want to get through your 24-hour time period, you know, only of which you're awake 16, you gotta fucking prioritize. And if you don't fucking prioritize, you're not gonna have time to enjoy this experience. You're not gonna have time to take it in. You'll be caught up in the wave of momentum of other people's ideas, and you'll never be able to catch yourself.
But rejecting someone takes energy. And if I understand what Duncan's saying...
Or just call Verizon and change your number.
yeah, that takes energy too. I don't know how long you've been on hold with Verizon.
When you get around douchebags, you either aggressively attack them, passive-aggressively attack them, or try to get out of their presence. So do a little experiment. The next time you get around a real douche, somebody who's like really fucking annoying, and the douche temperature is starting to turn up, you don't have to stay there forever, but look at them and look at their face, and you'll see lines in their face. And if you look at those lines, you'll realize this douchebag has suffered just like you have suffered. This douchebag is suffered so much that they've created a massive defense mechanism called their personality, which makes everyone think they're a douchebag. The world they wander through is a world of faces looking at them with either like anxiety, sadness, a sense of claustrophobia, not wanting to be in their presence anymore. They're 40 or 50. It's not working. That the reaction the world is giving them is only making them more and more and more of a douchebag. So this is compassion. You recognize that this person has suffered. You don't have to stay in this way forever. I tried it the other night at a bar with somebody.
Passive hipster Buddhism by Duncan Trussell.
It lasted. I was able to do it for like, because this is like a guy I would never, ever, ever be around. Somebody brought him. He's like this, like, just lunky, weird dude. And he's like being just a pure defense mechanism dick. I've just gotten back from this meditation retreat. So I'm like, all right, okay. I'm going to see. I'm going to find something in this person that I can love, that I can connect to, that I know that this person is gotten this way because, you know, who knows what. Yeah. So I open myself up much more than I usually do in those situations. I didn't go take a leak, or I didn't just go to some other part of the bar. And you know what he starts doing, man? He starts like, after this like whole like weird dicky like alpha male thing, all of a sudden he starts pulling out his phone and he's like showing me pictures of his kids. And it's like not an annoying thing. He's like, his face is now lighting up and he loves his kids. And he's just, all of a sudden there's just this one moment where the douchebag has fallen away and there's a sweet person who loves his kids.
Dude, you should write Christmas movies.
Well, it's an observer effect. You know the observer effect in quantum physics, where they say the observation affects the thing itself. Yeah. In that same way, like if you just start experimenting a little bit with shining compassion out into the world, then you might get things bouncing back that aren't these douchebags that you're so used to encountering.